So, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright. Welcome to Comics and Dragons, the comic book D&D podcast show that, talks about D&D comic books. And today, we're not going to be talking about a comic book. Because me and
Well, we
Bree...
are talking about a comic book show.
Yeah. Me and Bree were very lazy last night, and we decided, hey, do you just want to talk about this random article on D&D Beyond? And yeah, so we're talking about how to adapt Marvel's WandaVision for D&D 5e. It's interesting because D&D 5e has always been, unless you're me who decides to make a cyberpunk theme, or Brennan who decides to do whatever the fuck he wants with it. um we're gonna talk about an actual thing of comics being influenced, and D&D being come on, let's see this, let's do this.
We're doing this. We're definitely doing this.
And the fact that D&D Beyond posted this article and put it on its front page was very interesting.
Yeah, Wandavision is probably the biggest show. I do like, because the article kind of goes into like different ways you could like put a campaign into like. Okay, so should we go into what WandaVision is about, or should we just assume
Oh,
everyone
okay.
knows?
So, first of all, I think if you're watching this show, you're nerdy enough to watch WandaVision, and you're also, unless you're like the DCU purist, or you don't agree with Wanda's Jewish heritage being taken out, which I understand. I do get that. It's doesn't stop me from watching the show because I'm an asshole and I get it. But it's I'm going to say full spoilers ahead. Giant spoiler warning. Leave right now if you haven't watched the show. Leave right now if you haven't watched any of the MCU movies.
Okay. Here's the thing. You can watch this if you like, and if you at least know what the premise of the show is. That's where I'm gonna mainly go. If you at least know what the premise of the show, I think you're okay. But if you don't even know the premise, then you might as well just leave.
Yeah. Also, if you don't agree with the MCU, you're probably not gonna like this.
Anyway, so
which I've now gotten to the side of TikTok where it's like MCU hate all the way. Which I'm like, this is the only time we've gotten an actual shared universe in a movie setting based on comic books. It's a time to be alive. Because if you just look at the shattered DCEU, you just get sad.
the DC extended universe, and along with everything else that keeps trying to do universes as well.
Oh yeah,
You know, that was the
Godzilla
whole.
versus King Kong coming out this summer. Anyways,
or the monsters
anyways.
universe, or a lot of other things.
Oh my god, do you remember when the Mummy tried to start a universe?
Yeah, I know. I remember. I watched Dracula Untold.
Was Dracula Untold part of that?
Yeah.
To what extent? Like they had Russell Crowe be Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
um, I mean, it was a pretty standard superhero movie. That was the Dracula movie. It was literally just a superhero movie, but Dracula.
I
Never watched The
feel
Mummy. But,
I feel like if you're going to do a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, I mean like type series of movies where you're creating a universe and it's about the monsters, just do Extraordinary Men. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah.
Just do it. That's like the perfect template for that.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Like if you want
Anyway,
yeah, you know what? We're going back. We're getting off topic. As you know, I tend to do. We're talking about WandaVision.
So, this article goes into WandaVision, how WandaVision Hex specifically would work into Dungeons and Dragons, and it doesn't go like in depth on like the specific things you would need to do like to make it exact. It basically is not going to be like if you put the hex into Dungeons and Dragons, it's not going to be in a one-to-one thing. There's gonna be like little differences here and there. Obviously, this is more of a fantasy type of hex that you would be doing, and it kind of tells you a little bit how you could ingrain it into your story in different ways.
I I do like that they do suggest that you could use a player character for creating the hex.
Yeah.
Like it gets into a little main character territory, which is kind of frowned upon.
Oh, definitely. It definitely gets upon main character territory. Like, you're just gonna have a main character.
But I do like that. I do like that there you can do like you could essentially do 3 campaigns
Oh, yeah.
based around the same story, and you can have those 3 campaigns kind of intersect or like full on collide after a bit, which would be an interesting concept that I might want to play with. But it's interesting that you could do quite literally 3 campaigns with 3 different groups of players and have that be like your Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, there's inside the hex, responsible for the hex, and then investigating the hex.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can definitely do all of them. It would be pretty, fun. It'd be a pretty fun thing to do.
And like you can talk, and it gives you like story examples of like inside different books, like Tasha Vision, where it's basically in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, or the Barovian Accords. That's a Curse of Strahd side quest, the Infernal Machinations. It's interesting. It's an interesting concept that they're working with.
or you can also just do it if you don't want to do any of that. You can just make it a one-shot campaign, and or like you could have like an entirely different campaign, and then integrate the hex into your campaign in your own creative way.
You're
So there's definitely a lot of options.
yeah, and I think with this, it's starting to get me to think about things. Like, I just finished a conversation with Gray because Rolling Insight is recorded on the same day as Comics and Dragons. Um, I just finished a conversation with Gray talking about the high school campaign that I was going to do this year, and they're like, you could just do it a once a month thing. If no one has an idea for an Altonian adventure, just put that episode in. And I'm like, and now I'm thinking, could I essentially make the school campaign a one shot, not like a one shot thing, but like a WandaVision thing?
Yeah, that's definitely something you could probably do. It could be like, I don't know. I know what you were planning to do for the school campaign, but like, you could make it where, I mean, well, are you trying to make it like for like the entire campaign, or just like for like a few sessions?
I don't know, because it's still in the early planning stages because I haven't gotten a chance to actually plan the high school campaign because I have a fairly big campaign happening right now.
Yeah, that's definitely understandable.
But now I'm thinking, because I did announce that we do have Die coming up. We're going to start a Die campaign in Altonia.
Die, die, die.
So it's going to be. I'm thinking of a intersection of three campaigns now, where it's the Altonian group, the high school campaign, and Die, which we've already started making our world. Like,
yes, we have.
Gray has made an incredible contribution to the world. Rachel's done it. I talked about the dreaded Twilight, which was a very cool session. Now I'm thinking this could be an actual thing that we could actually do.
It could be. And it could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, so
for everyone.
I think I'm gonna pitch this to everyone. And Bree, if you wanna join one of those campaigns, fucking please. I really want you to join Die.
I bet you I might join the Die campaign.
Yeah, because Die is an interesting concept in which you don't get to choose your class, but you know what? You're going to be in uncomfortable situations. It's going to be a horror style. I think I might just make Die the school campaign.
Oh my gosh! The school is a hex den.
Yeah. See?
Oh, there. Yeah. The school is the hex, and you're trapped inside of a horror hex.
See, you see what I'm thinking now.
Yes, I do.
I'm gonna email Kieran Gillen tonight and be like, hey, do you mind if we record this? Hey, do you mind if we record this beta tested version of your game? I just think it might be fun.
Have a lot of fun, although it's not like we're going to be making any money off of it.
No, of course not. We're not going to be making any money off of it.
Or we don't even have monetization on a YouTube channel.
But here's the thing. Here's the real reason why oh god, I really shouldn't be saying this. If I'm gonna email Kieran Gillen, it's because I really want him to watch it.
Hey, that is a fair thing to do.
Because if he likes it, then he's gonna talk about it, and that would be amazing.
Yes, it would be, and it would give Matt good enough exposure.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of things. But yeah, it's very fun. It's a very fun idea, and I definitely think there's a lot of potential for such an idea to be really enjoyable.
I kind of want to do a 3-way intersection campaign. Like, Die is inside the hex. I do a one-shot every once in a while that's just investigating the hex, and the Altonia group kind of just stumbles where the hex is. Oh my god, this is such a fucking good idea. Son of a bitch! I can't believe because WandaVision. Let me gush about WandaVision for like 5 minutes. It is so good. It's so damn good. It is making me care about a character that I didn't care about. At all. And that's Vision. No, it's Wanda.
For me, it's a little bit both. For me, it's a little bit of both of them.
Oh, but you know who it's actually making me care about? Monica Rambeau.
That's not who actually making me care about. I think I care about Monica Rambeau, and I am interested in where I'm interested in where the story goes in general.
Hey, you know what? You want to make Monica Rambeau a superhero? Make her Captain Marvel. Don't make her Photon. Here's why. Think about if they ever try to do a Civil War 2. Monica Rambeau versus Carol Danvers.
That would be really fun too. That would be cool because you could have 2 of them.
Right?
New Captain Marvel.
Who's on Captain Marvel? Who's on Carol Danvers' side? Who's on Monica Rambeau's side? Boom! Oh, Marvel, hire me.
I don't know if MT wants to do that, especially looking at Falcon Winter Soldier.
Oh, that hurts. It hurts so much. They're like, yeah, we'll give a black guy the shield and make him Captain America. Not.
I mean, I keep hearing all these reports about it, but I'm like what I see and what I hear reports on are very different things. All I see is he's still Falcon.
Look, I'm loving the costume.
He's Falcon with a shield.
Here's the thing. I'm loving the Falcon costume. I'm loving the new Falcon costume. It looks sleek. It looks nice. The white and the red. I always love the white and red. But I would much rather the Captain America costume that he had in the comics. Like with the red wings and his shield on his arm. That would have been great.
That would have been great. I would have loved that myself.
It feels
and we still could get it since the series not officially out yet, but
yeah, we're
like we are.
By the way, sorry for going on this tangent, but
you guys are used to tangents.
Yeah,
we had a whole episode of tangents.
Yeah, exactly. It's just gonna be another one. I feel like they're making Bucky Captain America. They're like, no one can handle a black guy as Captain America. Captain America. I just want Sam Wilson Captain America. He is my cap. Hashtag not my cap.
Hashtag not my cap.
Look, if I
it also makes it worse. It also makes it worse than it has been like seemingly confirmed that Steve Rogers is coming back, or at least Chris Evans is.
I don't think again. I don't think he's coming back as Captain America. I think he's just he's gonna be a couple of old Steve photos, or it's just gonna be the movie where where he starts going like Stone Quest, where he just puts the stones back, or it's gonna be Secret Invasion.
It could also be Secret Invasion. That's probably the most likely thing if it was going to be anything.
Yeah.
They're probably. But I do love the few people who are like, he's coming back as the Human Torch.
Oh my god. Here's the thing. Fantastic Four from like 2005 is still my favorite Fantastic Four movie. Like, it has the best casting for Mr. Fantastic and Ben Grimm. And Human Torch. The only one that's like miscast in my opinion is Sue Storm.
Yeah, Sue Storm is pretty bad. I do have fond memories as a kid with Fantastic Four, specifically rather the Silver Surfer.
Look, here's the thing. Fantastic Four is supposed to be a goofy movie. It's supposed to be goofy. Yeah. It's not supposed to be Zack Snyder serious.
Like Fan Four Stick was for like half of it, and then the other half, it was like another movie.
Oh my god. I saw a tweet the other... Okay. Again, sorry for the tangent. We will get back on topic in a second. But I did...
Possible. Who knows?
But I did see a tweet the other day where it's like, man, imagine after John Watts' Fantastic Four, they're going to start calling Fan Four Stick an underrated classic because they don't like John Watts' Spider-Man. I'm like, God, that's actually going to happen, isn't it? That's an actual thing that might happen. If you really think about
what happened with all the Spider-Man movies.
Oh my god. Anyways, before I go on to my tangent about Spider-Man, let's get back to WandaVision and D&D and my new plan to make a new campaign.
It happens within a hex that's around a school.
Oh my god.
But maybe a horror thingy.
Yeah.
Probably.
You could... Oh my god. The idea of making... Not even a school, like a town in... like Kinsland or fucking Mastir or literally any like majorly populated country in Altonia. Just have a hex around it and people acting like it's the 50s.
Yeah.
And then every once in a while it's a sprinkling of a one shot where Dylan's like, alright, so it's these characters, and you're investigating something.
Yeah, you're seeing like you go into a house.
I don't think I can release this Comics and Dragons.
Why not?
Cause now I want to do this. I'm gonna have to tell the entire group to not watch this Comics and Dragons. To not watch this week's Comics and Dragons.
And you can always just do that. That is something that you could definitely do.
Alright, I'm just gonna text everyone right now. This is what happens when Dylan has stupid ideas.
Crazy, insane. They just come out of nowhere.
Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I've already told you, and here's the thing.
Yes, well.
you know what? I could still have people watch it.
Uh-huh.
I just gotta make sure that it doesn't get revealed at the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
But,
have
but,
everybody
but,
have
I mean,
everybody every player
you
know about it. Just their characters don't know about it.
it's not a good idea.
Yeah, it involves metagaming, but
Exactly. No, that's not a good idea.
I know, but you know about it.
I do. Hey, we haven't confirmed if I'm in or not, if I'm in this game or not. Let's be.
That's fair. That's fair. I want you to be in this game.
Yes.
We have lost Bree for a good minute.
Why did I do that? I'm sorry. I clicked something by accident and I just went away.
He ran away.
I just continued talking as I clicked
You continued to talk.
And I was like, wait, why am I in like another
Oh
place?
my god, you went into another chat room. That's amazing.
Oh, that was stupid.
Yeah, you are kind of stupid.
I can be. I can be ridiculous sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Especially on days when I have no, if I have like no sleep, and I'm just going off just like I don't know, like coffee or something.
Yeah,
really I just sound like a high person at that point.
The next comics. WandaVision has been such a phenomenon for for nerds everywhere. I was fairly surprised that, first of all, that this got an actual article on D&D Beyond that was like front page. That was really cool. And it's an interesting topic. Like, yeah, if you want to bring WandaVision into your game, this is how, and this is how it's going to be.
Yeah, definitely. So I guess if we're talking about the Wanda, unless you have anything else to say about WandaVision.
No, I don't have anything to say about WandaVision. Bree, I do believe you have a comic book to talk about this week.
Yes, I do. It's the final issue of Stranger Things and Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh my god, I saw that come out and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a conversation, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the final issue, you guys. This is it. It's over. Game over after this. We're never going to talk about this again.
I also have a comic book to talk about, but I haven't read it yet.
So
I was a little busy.
Wait. So the final issue of Stranger Things and Dungeons and Dragons is the last day of summer for, just our group of characters, Max, 11, all of them. They're all chilling. And they decide that, hey, before summer ends, let's have this one more game. And this time, I believe Mike actually becomes the DM for this one. And it deals a lot with... It's a really little, fun campaign. that they ended up making for it. I do enjoy that one of the characters' names was. Let me pull it up. His name was Max the Zoomer Doomer.
That's the Zoomer Doomer. That's horrible.
Yeah, and it's actually really funny because you get to see like after he says that, Mike like does him like I think like 19 damage, and then he's all like, "You're gonna kill me with that much damage." You say, "You can take it. It's fine."
Oh
So
no.
that was fun.
That's like a certain character getting hit by a lightning breath. Matthew. Oh God. I just had a bit of a cough.
Well, it was just a bit of a cough, really. Dang it, I forgot what the sister's name was. I think it. Oh, no, it's not sister actually. It was 11. 11 does a spell at one point in the game called True Sight, in which he makes um
Yeah.
all the monsters that they're fighting, like she found out what they really are, and they were all just illusions or whatever. And
Yeah.
so they after she breaks the spell, they found out that person who was like controlling the illusion was this powerful wizard. Let me go see. And that wizard was actually Will, and Will is basically like the almost the main antagonist for the campaign, like the surprise antagonist, because they didn't really expect it. And that was kind of like Mike's whole thing. He wanted to make a game around Will, and so he basically made Will the main antagonist at the very end that everyone has to fight. And after they defeat him, basically they have like this like the really emotional like kind of redemption death moment.
Oh, you
Um,
mean like a certain blood hunter? No. Dead.
So yeah, and that's pretty much where the game ends up, and you get like some word from Mike and the rest of the team as they're like leaving, and it's super emotional. They're crying and stuff like that.
Cool.
And
That's
that's pretty much where they end.
that's pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah,
again, not a book that I would be interested in because I wasn't really into um,
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things like at all. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not a fan of Stranger, I mean, you're not going to read the book.
Oh, I know.
It's definitely.
I don't think I ever said I was gonna read the book.
Here and there, you guys. I've been talking about a book for weeks on the channel, and Dylan has announced that he'll never read it. Here, read it this week, folks.
Are you really surprised, guys?
And he announced it on the final issue, which is even more hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It sounds like an interesting book.
Yeah, it's great for hey, if you never played D&D before, you learn some stuff.
Yeah, you learn some
D&D.
outdated stuff.
That's what I was about to say. It's not that. I think there was one point there was like a scene where it was like you have a -2 to your armor class, and I was like, what? And that didn't hit, and I was like, okay, sure, whatever.
Jeez.
They were like, I hit your armor class. Your shield defends it, and you with your giant pieces of metal or whatever. And we must describe. It also teaches you how to be descriptive in D&D too, because they do a lot of descriptive. They're very descriptive, as any DM should be.
Yes, as every DM should be. You should be descriptive.
So hey, if you don't know how to DM, you can learn this book too.
Yeah, you can learn how to DM using an outdated system, but you know. I know I feel horrible for saying outdated, but you know, it is kind of outdated.
Yeah, but I mean, it does still have some of the same rules. You know, you roll a 19, that's 19 damage. I guess, apparently.
Sure. Sure.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
Yep. Eternals came out this week. I mean, last week. Did not read it. I got it today. It's on my phone. Dark Detective. You know what? I'll talk about Once in Future for like a solid 5 minutes. Kieran Gillen writing a book about old English novels is just amazing. He mixes in D&D elements with old English stories with modern history, and Dan Mora is just drawing to his max. And the writing is so good. Like, there's literally soldiers knocking down a door and aiming guns at a fucking dragon.
Cool.
There are so many cool moments.
I question how, guns at a dragon would do anything, but sure.
Oh, it absolutely wouldn't do anything.
Good to know I was right on that one.
And the fact that this old lady, this guy's grandmother, is like such a pissed off Brit is just amazing. If you're going to read a story, any story that's not part of, Marvel or DC, please, for the love of God, please read Once in Future, because Once in Future is amazing.
All right, that's I guess to show you guys. I hope you all enjoyed this one.
Yeah, it was mostly me gushing about the MCU, but WandaVision, and I guess me announcing what's gonna happen, maybe, in
possibly
shows to come. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, do all the things to get us more viewers, so you can get those after show clips where it's just me and Gray or me and Bree talking about different ideas, and a Fairadale talk show. It's what we're all really aiming for. Let's face it, we all want it. Let's try to get it.
So yeah, you should also subscribe to get that if that ever happens.
Yeah, subscribe. Get us to 1,000 subscribers.
Maybe if we get 1,000 subscribers, maybe then we'll get it. So yeah.
1,000 subscribers, then we get the Patreon, then we get the Fairadale Talk Show on the Patreon. Because I have to pay Jake to do the show.
Exactly.
Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.